Hello and welcome to another video today brought to you by Marcus's Corner. I'm Marcus Boston. We are in week 14 of the NFL season for 2016. Last week I did my picks. I went 9-6 last week. Yeah, not so good. I always like it if I can get to that 10-win plateau, and higher than that, of course, but I fell short a little bit. We had some games that just did not go my way. Kansas City going into Atlanta and beating the Falcons. That was a very close game. I did not see that one coming. A lot of people didn't see that one coming, but it worked out for Kansas City. They were able to fight another day. So we had all of that going last week. We've got some good games that are coming for this week. And with all of that out of the way, I know we're on the back end of everything now. We're kind of being able to see some of these playoff matchups and who's going to be taking these divisions and how things are shaping up on that end. We are getting there now, and so it should be fun, guys, going down the stretch. With all that out of the way, here we go. Here are my picks for week 14. All right, we've got the Thursday night game. The Raiders playing Kansas City. I already kind of touched on Kansas City a little bit. They had a very big win with Atlanta last week. The Raiders won last week. They beat Buffalo. Both of these teams, they're duking it out there in the AFC. But for this Thursday night game, I am going to pick the Raiders. Even though this game is in Kansas City, I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one because the Raiders can put up points continually. I mean, they can put points on the board. Remember, Tampa Bay went in here earlier in the year and they beat Kansas City in Kansas City. I'm expecting the Raiders to do the same thing. All right, now with that game out of the way, we are now with the Sunday games. Pittsburgh playing Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo on this one, guys. This game is going to be in Buffalo. I just think that Buffalo can pull this one out. Pittsburgh, I know that they are still kind of fighting it out, but for the most part, I'm going to say go with the Bills on this one. Denver playing the Titans. Mariota, the guy is a star. Winston, these guys, they are the future when we're talking about the NFL. With all of that out of the way, though, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with the Titans on this one. I know that Denver, I know. Denver has a good record. Denver has a good defense. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the Titans on this one. This game's going to be in Tennessee. Roll with the Titans. Washington playing Philadelphia. Both of these teams, had such high hopes, but it's just not working out that way. Philadelphia started off strong. They've just kind of they're just out to the wayside right now. Washington, they had a good little run that they were doing. They can put up points, but for some reason, they're not being able to just complete it all. But for this game, I'm going to take Washington. Take Washington on this one. Arizona playing Miami. Game is in Miami. Take Miami on that one. Chargers playing the Panthers. Two teams that are just essentially playing for nothing right now. Game is in Carolina. Go with the Panthers. Bengals and the Browns. Oh my goodness, another one. I mean, we're on a stretch of just some bad games here. Bengals going to the Browns. Take the Bengals on this one. Bears and the Lions. The Lions are running away with everything. Go ahead and pull the Lions on this one. They're still playing for something. I mean, the Bears might be able to play spoiler here, but I just don't see it happening. Take the Lions on that one. Houston playing the Colts. Game is going to be in Indy. Go with luck. Go with the Colts. Home game for them. They're tough to beat sometimes at home. Go with the Colts. Minnesota and Jacksonville. Look, that's a bad game. Jacksonville hasn't done much. Minnesota started strong. Look at where they are now. They are just barely making it. Do you guys think that Bradford is going to be the quarterback for them next year? Or if Teddy can come back, does he now take the reins? What are your thoughts on that one? But for the game, go ahead and take Minnesota. Jets and the Niners. Oh my goodness. Bad stretch of games. Take the Jets on this one. Niners, what? They've won one game this year? Just not doing too well at all. Go with the Jets. New Orleans and Tampa Bay. We could talk about this game because these teams are, the Bucs are definitely playing for something. The New Orleans, they don't want to be, thrown out yet, but they're on the decline. Take Tampa Bay with this one. The Bucs came back. They had a very impressive win last week against the Chargers outside and on the West Coast. I picked the Bucs to take that game, and the Bucs did come back, and they did not disappoint. I would say with this one, I think the Bucs see it. The Bucs are close They are close. I think they want it. Take Tampa Bay. But this is a must-win for the Bucs. The Bucs got to win this game. If the Saints come in here and win this game, then that's really going to put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in some shaky waters on that. We've got Atlanta playing the LA Rams. See, that's why I was saying that Buck game is very important, because I think take Atlanta on this one. Atlanta will beat the Rams. The Rams are in shambles right now. What's this extension with Jeff Fisher? 2 years? Come on, man. Rumor is out of LA, though, that extension really doesn't mean too much of nothing, that Fisher is not coming back. Kroenke understands that he has got to win in LA. He's building that huge stadium out there. They want to open that in 2019. You cannot abandon the fan base. You got to have a good product on the field, or people aren't going to show up for that new stadium. I think the Rams owners understand that, and I don't expect Jeff Fisher to be back next season with the LA Rams, even though he got an extension. Seahawks playing Green Bay. Good game right here, guys. Even though this game is in Green Bay, go ahead and go with the Seahawks. The Seahawks have hit their groove like they usually do at the end of the year. They are a tough team right now. Offensive line, though, for Seattle is not as strong as it has been historically for them, but I think that they still do have enough to be able to beat Green Bay. What happened to Green Bay this year? Cowboys playing the Giants. I'm taking the Cowboys in this one, but don't be shocked if the Giants do win this game. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. I think this is gonna be a really good game. There's a lot of hatred here between these two teams, but I do see the Cowboys with the better offense. Eli Manning, I mean, you know how he can be. Very good in Super Bowls, very good in playoffs. He can be really good there, but regular season, we know that sometimes when the game gets down to the wire, Eli will throw a pick, or he'll do something, that's really not too good for the team. Not saying that's going to happen in this game, but I just think that the Cowboys will be a little bit too much for the Giants on this one. Last game, we've got the Ravens playing the Patriots. This is probably going to be a pretty tough game. I mean, we know historically Baltimore plays the Patriots pretty hard, but this game is going to be in New England. Go ahead and take the Patriots with this one. All right, guys, those are going to be my picks for Week 14 of the NFL season. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Where is the season going? How is your favorite team doing? I'm a Rams fan, so I've already had to pack it up. Maybe next year for us. What's your team looking like? Are you a Raiders fan? Are you a Cowboys fan? Washington? What are you doing? Kansas City? How does your team look? Go ahead and throw me a comment down below, and hopefully I will see you next week. I'm not sure I will be able to do my picks out next week because I got a really busy week at work, depositions and all of that good stuff. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do my picks next week. But if you follow a good football guy, The Football Guru 2, you can look him up. He does picks every week. You can check him out. Him and I, we go back and forth. He gets in a lot more in-depth with his picks because he's doing the spreads and he's looking at a little bit more things like that. So if I can't get my picks up, guys, go ahead and take a look at him and see what he's talking about in regards to his picks for next week. All right, again, I'm Marcus Boston. Hopefully, if you're at the end of the video with me, give me a thumbs up if you like it, and be sure to subscribe to Marcus's Corner. All right, guys, see you next time. Peace.